Atramental Theatre, and I'd like to talk to you today about our project, the Woyzeck Theory. The Woyzeck Theory had a very successful run there at the Platform Theatre in King's Cross, and now we would really like to bring it back to London to share it with more audiences throughout the capital. We've been very lucky thus far to receive some backing that's going to see us have a theatre for a duration in July, going through to the beginning of August. But what we really need is we need more money to try and make this happen and to make our process a lot more easier and simplistic. Your money will go towards putting together our set, bringing our set back up to scratch. It'll go towards the rehearsal period of trying to get our rehearsals intact. It'll go towards doing lots of admin and creating all of our paperwork and our insurance, putting that all together. It'll go towards transport, it will go towards lighting, it will go towards wages of paying people to come in and help us. But this project's only really going to be doable with your help.
Standing against a ruby moon, not doing anything, just looking. But I look like an animal in search of a pack. Is that natural? Because in this shit world, what else is there to do?
Shut up, Woyzeck.
Wait!
The Woyzeck Theory is a very important project for us because we hold it quite near and dear to our hearts because of the content of the show. We really feel that someone like Woyzeck struggles throughout society today because he can't get a break. And as such, we want to reflect people's stories out there that are similar to Woyzeck's, and we want to give them an opportunity to be told.
He's a man victimised by society. I suppose he is. It feels like he tries so hard, you know, to do a good job, to work hard, to earn money just to survive. But he just seems to be, he keeps getting cut down by the people like the captain and the doctor and the drum major. These people who just sort of knock him down and he has to keep trying to pick himself up. And I think it just drives him over the edge. I think in our society just now he represents everyone who is struggling. He's kind of like, he's the tragic hero of everyone who's struggling to pay rent, to find food to eat for their children. I think we're living in a world where people are having to rely on food banks just to feed their families. And I think that's what Woyzeck is. He's there, it's like he's one of them. He's like, as they are.
So I'm playing Marie. She's Woyzeck's wife. She's the mother of his child. So far, my sort of views of Marie, I think she's come from a more comfortable background than Woyzeck. She fell for him, she was young, she had a baby out of wedlock, so that already throws up a lot of sort of social stigmas. I mean, teen mothers now have that same feeling, feeling very judged, feeling like they have a lot of pressure to prove that they can cope when they really can't. So losing a lot of her identity and a lot of what her life used to be, and I think in a sense wanting some of that back, which you naturally would, I suppose, and sort of in trying to pursue that, losing even more, and sort of ultimately losing her life as well, which is kind of one of the tragedies of the play. I think she represents people in today's society who will fall victim to a society that's very unforgiving. So you can't. A lot of people, they're either born into a difficult situation that they're then judged, or they make one mistake or a bad choice because they're young and they don't know any better, and then they kind of the consequences of that can follow them for the rest of their life, and they feel like there's no help, there's no way out. I think people need to stop shaming people for things and making them feel like they can't ask for help.
So I think when you look at society today and some of the problems that we have, you know, big corporate businesses, working class problems, people that unemployment, welfare cuts, all these kind of things that are sort of starting to come out in the public eye, and it is changing. I mean, we've got a surge in things like the Green Party, and things are starting to swing a little bit more to the left, but I think a play like this is it's very important because it's all about the working man. You know, it kind of asks the question, how responsible are we of other people, of people that work for us, who work with us, who work above us? You know what I mean? How important is it that we treat each other with respect?
A good man doesn't look like that soldier, not one with a clear mind anyway. How's it looking outside today, Woyzeck?
It's, windy, sir. Not good at all, sir.
Part of the reason that this play is really important and why I'm doing the play and why Rory's doing the play and I think why everyone else is because it's a way of conveying a message, I suppose, that this is not all right. You've got the top 1% with getting richer and richer and richer, and then you've got everyone else on the floor, you know, not able to support themselves, having to work multiple jobs, that sort of thing. And I think it's a way of conveying that that isn't all right. And it's our way through art, I suppose, and through something creative, of telling people that that's not okay and we have to do something.
We believe that sophistication is the barrier between us and our friends in the animal kingdom. We can make choices.
It's more than just a grad play. It's a form of protest, which a lot of the stuff we've been doing in lessons has been linked to that.
What I wanted to achieve with the set for the Woyzeck Theory was a space that was timeless and a space that made you feel uncomfortable, in the sense that the story is an uncomfortable play and you have to be confronted by these dilemmas that the story of Woyzeck brings up because they are important. An aspect that's also really important about the play that Rory talked about was how what is happening to Woyzeck is happening now and will happen in the future, so it also had to be a space that could be any time. It had to be a timeless space, and therefore I think this space should be white to indicate a cleanliness, a timelessness, and an uncomfortableness, because people often connect a white space to a hospital or clinic or to a mall or to a futuristic place. And I think we achieved that with the space we came up with.
One thing that we would really like to do as a collective is to use music. The music in Woyzeck that we have is an integral part of what our company does. We like using music in our work, and we like taking classical texts and reworking them as well to create stories that people can watch and observe.
Life is what you make it so, but there's something that you should know. If you're poor